Okay, so you've got the dreaded Apple logo staring back at you. I know, it's super frustrating, and your first thought might be that your phone is completely done for. But before you panic and start looking for a computer, I'm going to walk you through some really simple fixes you can do right now, no PC required, that honestly solve this problem most of the time.
So, if that's what you're seeing on your screen right now, you are absolutely in the right place. Trust me, this is one of the most common issues iPhone users run into, and the good news is, the fix is usually way simpler than you might think.
All right, first things first, don't panic. This almost always looks worse than it is. It's usually just a temporary software hiccup, maybe from a recent update that got stuck, or an app that just didn't close right. So just take a deep breath, and let's get your phone back up and running. We're going to start with the simplest, most obvious thing first, just to rule it out. It might sound a little too easy, but believe it or not, a completely dead battery can sometimes cause an iPhone to get stuck right on that logo during boot up.
So go find your charging cable, and if you can, use the original Apple one. It just tends to work best. And plug it directly into a wall outlet, not your laptop's USB port. The key here is to just leave it alone. Let it sit there for at least half an hour. It really needs that time to build up enough juice to start properly, even if the screen doesn't light up right away.
Okay, so maybe charging didn't solve it. No worries. It's time to bring out the big guns. The force restart. This is pretty much the go-to fix for almost any kind of software freeze, and it is by far the most likely way you're going to solve this without needing a computer. Now, it's really important you understand what a force restart actually is. This is not a factory reset. I repeat, you are not going to lose anything. It doesn't erase your photos, your messages, or your apps. All it does is cut the power to the software and force it to start over, which is usually enough to clear out whatever little glitch was causing the problem. Your data is completely safe. So, how you actually do a force restart totally depends on which iPhone you have. The button combination is different for newer and older models. So take a quick look at your phone and figure out which one you're holding, because you're going to need to know for this next step. All right, ready? Let's walk through this carefully. If you have an iPhone 8 or anything newer, it's a quick 3-part combo. You're going to press and quickly release the volume up button. Then press and quickly release the volume down button. And finally, press and hold the side button. That's the one on the right. Just keep holding that side button down. Don't let go until you see the Apple logo pop up on the screen. For an iPhone 7, it's a bit simpler. You just press and hold both the volume down button and the side button at the same time. Keep them both held down until the logo appears. And for anyone with an older model that has that classic physical home button, you're going to press and hold the home button and the side button together. Same deal. Just keep holding them until you see that Apple logo, and then you can let go.
Okay, so what if you did all that and you're still looking at that same Apple logo? Don't give up just yet. We have a couple more things to try, but I'll be honest, our options without a computer are starting to run pretty thin at this point. Here's one last-ditch effort. Just put the phone down and let the battery drain all the way to zero. This could take a few hours, maybe even a whole day. But once the screen finally goes black, plug it back into the wall for at least 30 minutes, and then try that forced restart sequence one more time. Now is also the time for a bit of an honest check. Did you drop your phone recently? Did it get wet? If so, that logo might be a sign of a hardware problem, and unfortunately, no software trick in the world is going to fix that. And that brings us to a really important point. There's a pretty clear line between what we can fix with just the phone itself and what needs more powerful tools. It's crucial to understand when you've hit that limit. This here is basically the dividing line. The things we've talked about, charging the battery, doing a forced restart, those are for small software glitches. But if the problem is deeper, like the core software is corrupted, you have to use a computer to put the phone in what's called recovery mode or DFU mode. These modes let you reinstall the entire iOS operating system from scratch. But, and this is a huge but, you have to be warned. This process will very likely erase all your data if you haven't backed it up recently.
So, let's just quickly recap the game plan here. Number 1, always start by charging your phone for at least 30 minutes. Number 2, the force restart is your knockout punch. Make sure you know the right button combo for your model. For the vast majority of you, one of those two steps will work. If they don't, that's a big sign that a computer is probably your next stop. And of course, if you think there's any chance it was dropped or got wet, it's time to call in a pro. And that really leaves us with the most important question of all. Knowing how to try these fixes yourself is great, but knowing when to stop is even more important. Recognizing that line between a simple software glitch you can handle and a bigger hardware or software problem that needs professional help, well, that's the real skill that separates a successful fix from accidentally making things worse.
I really hope this helps you get your phone working again.